name's Jack. This is the perfect pitch, and we're just about to do a demonstration on rolling out a wicket straight up here at Kahlin Oval. So we're down at Darwin Cricket Club's home ground. We're making a wicket for this Saturday. It's almost midday, Wednesday, so we've got 2 really good days of prep coming up. You know, half a day here, but by this time on Friday, the wicket should be ready to go and there shouldn't be any dramas. We're just going to give you a walk down of the pitch, have a look at it, what's going on, and then I'm going to string it up and get the first roll in, and then have another look at it straight after. The pitch itself is it's quite wet, particularly around the border here. I'm not too worried about that in terms of taking moisture on at this stage. Later in the week it could be an issue, but this is the last day of water. We don't have any forecast for rain this week, and so we should be all set to make a really good wicket for the second grade. So Darwin are playing Waratahs in second grade here. It's the last round of one-dayers for a bit. So just to clarify, with Darwin cricket in the seconds, they play red ball one-day cricket. The only restrictions are 8 overs maximum per bowler. So there's not, and the wide rules are sort of anything down legs wide. So there's no actual wide lines or markings for this at this level. So if anybody's got any questions about that later in the week when we mark up, then yeah, that's why. I'll just take you for a walk down. We'll have a quick look at the surface and give you a good idea of what's going on. A couple of things to notice already are there's a bit of organic matter on the top, which is going to give us our protection, so we don't need to use clippings. And then there are some weeds in there. It's something we're going to target over the season. It's not something I'm going to just smash out straight away as such at the moment. All right, we'll have a look down the pitch and go from there. So you can hear the water sort of as we come up to wicket, but the wicket block itself is quite nice. Okay. You can see here just some of our weeds, a bit of crow's foot. Right, best way to get really rid of them is either dabbing them with Roundup and then still pulling them out, or pulling them out and then trying to hit any regrowth with the Roundup. Okay, from this distance the surface looks quite clean as such, but there is a lot of mould and algae on the top still, so you can sort of see it in there. Just a bit of moisture pushing up, but we've got a lot of protection there for the clay to be able to just roll it straight up and get a good seal in it while getting a real good compaction as well. You can sort of see more of the algae here. It's quite prevalent. All right, so that's why we're not going to worry about clippering up, because we don't want to continue to add more layers of organic matter to this surface while we've got all this algae there, which we want to actually try and, you know, get rid of as well. So we'll get into the stringing up part. Very basic. Okay. Okay, just got my string line on here, weeding tool, which is great for your piston valves that are down here, still in the ground. So that's your piston valve, strung up at the 9 foot, and in we go. Easy, so it's a pretty easy process. Highly recommend everyone getting their string line on a fishing reel. Far quicker than doing it, tying up around your piston valves. Don't get any tangles, and much easier to reel up at the end of the week when you want to just get out of there. You might have a big week making wickets, and if you've got more than one deck to do, it can be a very tedious thing at the end of the day to get that string line up. Fishing reel makes it nice and quick. Alright, so we're going to roll. Okay, do have that moisture around the square. The square is raised though. I'm not going to see if there's any issue, so we'll just give it a quick roll now and see how we go. it's just a real quick 2 sets. Brought a lot of moisture up, particularly around this end. Okay. The reason I can get away with wet rolling it like this is because of that organic matter. It's got a really strong structure there from the grass itself. So that it's really quite woody and thick, the grass. So we're not going to pick up any clay, and we're not going to do any damage to the wicket. Okay. Nice slow roll, not too quick, not too slow. All right. So we've got the process going here. We've moved in these conditions. Being able to move that water around a bit is ideal. So get it going, get the process started, and we're on the way. So we'll just have a quick look down the pitch. I'll also just show you the barrel of the roller to show you there's nothing on there. So pretty clean. A little bit of leaf and organic matter as such, but there's nothing there untoward, which is going to do, which shows that you've made a bad choice. All right. As you can see, okay, it's still quite fair bit of moisture. You can see the discoloration there, so you've got a little bit of clay pushing through, but then you've still got that algae mold just sitting on the top. Probably see it a bit better just around here where it's living on that, on the crow's foot there, the weed just around the crown of it. So, and again here we've just got a little bit of a low spot, so that did expose the clay a bit more, but we haven't picked any up. We've kept it pretty nice. All right. And we get down here and it's a really good, in my opinion, a pretty good seal. All right, so we can continue rolling here. I'd probably give it 5-10 minutes and then give it another seal. Okay, because it's, you know, we've started a process now, so the next couple of rolls are the crucial ones really, in terms of making sure we get a real good seal and then have that moisture locked in with plant to pull out and harden up as we go along with the rolling process. So we're pretty much on track in a really good spot. The other thing I forgot to mention is, you know, this sort of rolling probably occurs later in the season if you're down south rather than early in the season, because early in the season you're not going to have that coverage. You're going to have fresh clay exposed from your renovations and top dressing, especially those dual use ovals. So this is a start in a warmer climate where you've got the turf growing all year round, so you've got that opportunity to get on when it's a little bit wetter than not. Okay, this shows you what you can do as well with a full set of grass coverage. If you've got real tight grass or strong grass growth, it's a little bit thatchy in that, then you can jump on a bit sooner than later and get a better result. Whereas if you leave this a little bit later, surface is drier or it doesn't have that moisture in it, you get a bit of a spongy effect happening. Alright, so that's just a basic start. We'll then follow up with this tomorrow and just see how we're tracking.